Well, it all began with Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. Then came Daniel Toroitich, Arap Moi, followed by Emilio Mwai Kibaki, and now on to the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya is...
Yes, indeed, the fourth president of Kenya is Peace. And no, I'm not talking about Victor Peace. Anyway, welcome to Wcnn's election edition. My name is Joshua Folorunso.
And I am Elizabeth Oro. A quick look at the stories that are making headlines this afternoon.
Indeed, recapping the Relationships Month.
Be part of the midweek services frenzy.
Why Mohammed Dida should have been a winner.
And media that will make you feel alive.
Well, stick around for these and much more. Meanwhile, Wcnn begins right now.
Wow, let's be honest. This year's month of February will be memorable for all of us and all for the right reasons. You'll be lying if you said that you didn't get any insight on various forms of relationships during this month. Now, Kenya, key aspect of relationships tackled on week 1 was relationships and self-worth. Josh,
yes.
Maybe you should tell us exactly what you learned, or maybe a feel of what you think we learned during the week of relationship and self-worth.
Well, indeed, on the first week we learned that most girls, are in trouble today because they raised their skirts instead of their standards.
Oh my God, quite explicit there. But all the same, you are correct. Now, week 2, we were advised on, week 2, we were advised on relationships and self-love. Perhaps you should recap that for us again.
Okay, now, on the second week, we learned that falling in love without first loving yourself, is like donating money to the poor, yet you're one of them.
Where are you getting this kind of answers from? But all the same, you are correct. Now, week 3, we saw 3 insightful guests comprising of our very resourceful Dode Presta Fever, media queen Lillian Muli, and songstress Amani talk to us on relationships and network.
I've been let down. I've lost friends. Someone once told me that it's very lonely at the top. And that is true. When I received my greatest deal, the 1-8 project, where I got to work with great artists and the biggest endorsement deal in the country, my friends were not there. None of my friends even sent me a text message to congratulate me.
Be the change that you want to see. And for me, just being in this industry, I have tried, and this has come after years of realizing that you just have to be different. You just can't be that same anchor, the way guys talk in Nairobi and say, I'm an anchor on a Pangevi. No.
And of course, the fourth week was capped with Presta Fever, talking to us about a topic that he dubbed, He Is Not That Into You.
Indeed, what an exciting month it has been. Now, today's youth, especially the Kenyan youths, are getting carried away by senseless hypes of the world. First, it was the Gangnam Style. Then, now we have the Harlem Shake. Well, the Bible in the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 1 instructs us that we should remember the Lord our God during the days of our youth. So guess what? The energy you invest in Gangnam Style and Harlem Shake can be invested to praise God. And not only on Sundays, but also during the charged up weekday services held in the main sanctuary as from 1 p.m. and every Wednesday as from 5:30 p.m. Well, I know you're wondering how charged up these services can be. Well, this is how.
Well, that is much better than Gangnam Style and Harlem Shake, don't you think?
Indeed it is.
You should attend the services. I'm sure you will not miss out on your blessings. Now, the second phase of the historical presidential debate went live last Monday, and WCNN noted that out of the 8 presidential candidates, only one answered all the questions honestly, and that is none other than Mohamed Abdu Dida.
When you feel the pangs of hunger, don't fill your belly with food. You eat every Gederi and then there is no space for water. You need to give a third water, a third food, and then a third breathing space.
In other words, it was a case of 1 Dida, 7 clowns. Now, coincidentally, here at Winners Chapel, the 7 weeks prayer rich project dubbed Operation One Winner 7 Souls is in its top gear. So if Mohamed Dida was a winner, we know who his 7 souls would be by now.
Yes, indeed.
His 7 colleagues. Because every time he looked at his 7 colleagues, you could almost hear this song sing. Now, unlike Dida, you are a winner. So, win your 7 souls this week.
By the way, news just in is that the presidential debate in Ongato Rongai is going on. Well, have a look at this.
I am pressure, sorry. It's my pressure, sorry. Sorry, it's my pleasure to undress, sorry. I am very sorry. This doesn't happen often. It happens daily.
Oh my God. That woman should not be vying for any presidential position or whatever, you know. She should be running here for prayers. If you're out there, you need to catch her and get her in here as your soul.
Indeed. Now, moving on, we now shift straight to Quahog, where our friend Peter Griffin is about to watch a video of a senseless Kenyan song. Well, Peter, please don't watch that video. It will kill you.
Peter, don't. They say if you watch that video, you die.
Yeah, that's a lot of baloney.
Nimeshika MIC kuroga mihuroga hadi ma MC wanaleta P3 kisha naenda kwa mama mboga na kula ma avocado mandizi na mamelo.
Well, that's unfortunate. It happened to Peter and it can happen to any one of us. Avoid spiritual death by keeping off senseless secular media. Stay spiritually alive by keeping in touch with destiny molding tapes and CDs available only at the Dominion bookstore.
Now, taking a journey by bike, be it a Yamaha, a Honda, or a Suzuki, is one of the best experiences because it's fun and you get to see everything as it is. Now, the good news is that I am about to take you through such an experience without you moving a muscle. And you're probably wondering, what is she talking about? Now, they have been great blessings to our lives. Week after week, their words of inspirations act as fuel to drive us through the days. In many ways, they are our role models. And what makes them tick? One word: family. Now, from next week, join me as I take you for a ride to explore the marital setups of our blessed pastors and teachers in a bid to see what we as young people can borrow from them for firm and fulfilling relationships. Get ready for the journey.
Indeed, get set for that.
Now, elections are only a few hours away. And we have said enough on maintaining peace. Today we'll let WCNN's Mohamed Ali give us insight, or rather crown this whole peaceful election in his own way.
Miaka nenda, miaka rudi, hapa Kenya, vijana wamekuwa wakitumiwa kama vifaa vya kueneza sera za wanasiasa walafi. Huku marejeo yakiwa ni mateso yasiyokuwa na kifani kwa upande wa vijana hawa na taifa kwa jumla. Nilifunga safari hadi mtaa mmoja huko mjini Nairobi kuongea na mojawapo wa vijana walioshiriki katika mchafuko uliofuata uchaguzi wa mwaka wa 2007.
Tukafunga mabarabara.
Simultaneously in several parts.
Tukavunja na kuiba maduka.
That they could find.
Tukateketeza manyumba.
Police kept vigil all through.
Tukang'oa mareli. Sasa huwezi fika Migingo sasa buda.
Je, vitendo hivi vilikufaidi kwa namna yoyote?
Ebu sare hiyo story. Hata leo ni kucount tu malosses. Nilipoteza mabeshte, watoi wa siku hizi ni ma-orphans. Hizo maduka tulichoma na kuiba ndo zigetuchora job. Sasa zetu tu ni kwa banga is a day and night. Majobless corner, kuomba tu maomba na mavongo buda.
Kitu muhimu kabisa duniani humu ni amani. Hivyo basi tusihatarishe kwa sababu ya mwanasiasa. Fahamu pia kwamba polisi huko Kiganjo hawakufundishwa tu kusimama wima, bunduki pia walipewa na wakafundishwa kupima. Nitasema hivi, damu iliyomwagwa kwa sababu ya uhuru ilitosha.
Revolutionary corporate.
Kenya pia ni watu wenye sifa nzuri kote duniani. Na Kenya ni nchi yenye fahari kuu. Amani ndiyo kiungo cha kati kinachotuunganisha sote. Tafadhali tuhudumu. Nitaacha kwa msemo huu usemao, na tukae kwa undugu, amani na uhuru, raha tupate na ustawi.
Vote peace for president.